That motivate you a bit more than most, like any other champ?
I'm motivated, I'm self-motivated, and I for sure want to crack at that belt. I for sure want to crack at that 70-pound belt to go for the Triple Crown.
Conor McGregor electrifies the MMA world, challenging Islam Makhachev for the 170-pound title in his much-anticipated comeback. The announcement has sparked immense excitement, fueled by McGregor's star power and his historic rivalry with Khabib Nurmagomedov. Driven by a desire for significant matchups, McGregor now seeks a triple crown, aiming for a championship in a new weight class. This potential bout captivates fans, as one of the sport's biggest names now confronts a protege of Khabib's.
Motivate you a bit more than most, like any other champ?
I'm motivated, I'm self-motivated, and I for sure want to crack at that belt. I for sure want to crack at that 70-pound belt to go for the Triple Crown.
And what a fight that would be, you and Islam. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it, after all these years?
Good strategy. Southpaw. It was a good performance out of him, and fair play to him. He had the courage to do it, to go up. So, yeah, I'm excited for it. Let's see what happens. Let's get back in the mix.
Islam Makhachev wasted no time in expressing his disdain for Conor McGregor, mirroring Khabib's past sentiments. He openly questioned McGregor's return to active competition and firmly stated that the Irishman would not be welcome in Dagestan. These provocative comments have significantly heightened the anticipation for a potential fight between them.
Fights again?
McGregor? No, I don't think. Too much drunk, too much marijuana.
What if he came to Dagestan and you trained him? Could you get him right?
Who?
McGregor.
That guy's not stepping foot in Dagestan. He's not going
Not
there.
allowed.
Could you guys fix him?
No.
Too far, too gone?
He's never gonna come to Dagestan, and we're not friends. We don't want him.
Conversely, Garry outright dismissed the notion of Islam Makhachev fighting Kamaru Usman. Garry labeled Usman irrelevant, pointing out his sole victory since 2021, and asserted that any discussion of Usman receiving a title shot is baseless.
Scream and shout and fight anyone in the world. That fight's not happening. Kamaru Usman is irrelevant. He's had one win since 2021. He's the last one down the list who deserves a title shot. The fact that we're even mentioning his name amongst this title contention is bollocks. He's nowhere near the top. He had one win over a guy who's had nearly double digits lost in the UFC and Joaquin Buckley.
Ariel Helwani likewise conceded that Ian Machado Garry has recently surpassed Kamaru Usman and deserves a title opportunity. He emphasized Garry's consistent performance and growing influence in the UFC, citing 3 fights over the past year, which included a short-notice bout. Helwani argued that Garry's reliability and significant wins, such as beating former champion Bilal Muhammad, firmly establish him as a top contender.
This is a great quote. This is a great quote here. What the fuck has Garry done the last couple of years? Kamaru Usman is a legend. He was offered Shavkat last November. Who ended up fighting Shavkat last December?
Garry.
Kamaru accepted the fight. Okay, well, see, Kamaru Usman is one of the biggest names in the division. When you're Islam Makhachev, you want to have legacy on your name. So he's trying to paint the picture as to why Kamaru deserves this fight. Kamaru Usman, as we said, has one win in the last 4 years, right? He had a 3-fight losing streak, and prior to this fight, he had not won a fight since 2021. Garry, in the last year, has fought 3 times, including against Shavkat, short notice fight, short notice main event against Carlos Praches, beat him, and then beats the former champion Bilal Muhammad. He has done more in the past year and has won more in the past year and has helped out the UFC more in the past year than Kamaru Usman has in the last 4 years. So what the F has Garry done is a crazy, crazy comment. Again, I have no problem with him campaigning for his guy, but like, we have to also look at it, honestly and critically as well and say this is not.
Carlos Pront, however, remains unconvinced about Usman's championship prospects, despite commending him as one of the welterweight division's best. Prat acknowledged Usman's extensive championship reign and understood why the UFC might consider him. Nevertheless, Prat highlighted Usman's current 9th place ranking and stated that while he respects Usman's accomplishments, he would be disappointed if Usman were granted the next title bid.
I don't know, Kamaru won the fight for the belt, you know. Also, Kamaru and Makhachev, they have the same manager. So, let's see how it's going to work. But also, he's number 9 on the rank. But also, he's the GOAT of the welterweight division. So
Nah, come on. Wait, first of all, he ain't no go to the world. What, have you heard of a guy named George St. Pierre?
I know that guy, but I prefer Kamaru.
Nah, come on, Carlo. I like you. It would be okay if Kamaru gets the title shot against Islam next.
Of course, no. I would be sad because I won the title shot against.
Yeah. Do you think he is deserving, though? As you say, he's the GOAT. In your opinion, do you think he is deserving?
No, I don't think he's deserved. But also, like I said, he's the GOAT for me.
Yet, Kamaru Usman considers Carlos Condit worthy of an upcoming title bout when the opportunity arises. He lauded Prat's mental fortitude, his relentless drive to compete, and his eagerness to battle despite any obstacles. Usman stressed that Prat embodies the exact demeanor the UFC seeks, particularly given his rapid ascent to success, affirming Prat's current prominence in the division.
Right now, for me, I would say Prates. I still think maybe another fight to really kind of, I feel like he's done so much in such a short time. There wasn't enough to let that ripple effect really touch the masses all over the world. But I would say Carlos Prates right now. I like everything I'm seeing from him. His willingness, his excitement to go out there and compete and fight. Even if he loses, it's like, okay, I fix that and I'll come back. Like, that's what I love to see. And I think that's what Dana and the company and Hunter and these guys love, is these guys like that. So I love Prates. Morales, too, is also impressive. You know, no hate on these guys. I love what these guys are doing.
John Brady also suggested that Kamaru Usman is the least deserving of a title shot, citing what he perceives as UFC favoritism. Brady contended that Brandon Moreno is a more deserving candidate, emphasizing Moreno's victory over Brady himself and his established position as the #1 challenger.
For me, when I look at it, I'm like, there's no way Ian gets it next. I don't think so. Well, first of all, the least deserving of it is Kamaru Usman. Brother, like, I don't know how they're finagling this shit, like trying to push him into the
cahoots.
Huh?
Between him and Islam?
Yeah,
like mutual friendship. Like,
sure.
let's get
mutual
you paid.
friendship, same manager. Like, I understand what they're trying to do, but that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I personally, obviously, he beat me. I think Morales is the most deserving out of everybody.
He's undefeated.
Undefeated, 19-0, just beat me. I was the #1 contender. Beats me. Number 2 would be, I think Prates is right there. I think he would deserve it more. Shavkat doesn't deserve a title shot.
He got to get back in the race.
He's got to get back in the race. Everybody else got to be in the something like that. Everyone's got to be in the race. He's just sitting on the side.
Concurrently, Ali Abdelaziz confirmed that the UFC considered matching Islam Makhachev against either Kamaru Usman or Ian Machado Garry for upcoming events. For UFC 324, he revealed the UFC contacted him on January 26th for a potential main event slot, which Islam briefly entertained before deciding against such a quick turnaround. Abdelaziz underscored that both Usman and Garry were genuine considerations, highlighting the UFC's consistent objective to stage the biggest fights for major cards.
It ends up being challenging Islam for this belt first. When ideally do you think Islam fights again?
Islam just fight. Honestly, even the UFC reached out to me. They was asking him to fight a main event June 27. He thought about it.
At the White House card?
No. January 28. He thought about it. He's like, no, Habib said, hey.
Who was that again?
Like it honestly, Kamaru's name was in the mix. I can tell you that. Kamaru's name was in the mix for January 28. You know, honestly, you know, Ian Garry's name is in the mix too. But at the end of the day, man, the UFC is a business. They're gonna make the biggest fight they can make.
throwing rockets. These are missiles, yeah. These are fucking missiles. Camp 100%. This is, yeah? We're going in here 100%. I'm going into this fight 100% Conor McGregor, not 92. 100% Conor McGregor. So it has to be really meticulous. We were right there with the last one. As a unit, we do it, right?
Conor McGregor was saying he wanted on the White House. Now, for Conor McGregor to be on the White House, Conor McGregor wants $100 million and he wants 100 golden visas. So Conor's essentially saying, you need me on the White House and you're going to pay to get me on the White House. To do something that 745 people would do for free. He's essentially asking for $200 million for Conor on that stuff, man.
Conor McGregor has set his sights on the White House. To make an appearance at such a prestigious event, McGregor demands $100 million and 100 golden visas. Essentially, Conor is asserting that his presence at the White House is indispensable, yet he expects a significant payment for an engagement that hundreds would undertake for free. This effectively values his involvement at a staggering $200 million. The UFC is poised for an unprecedented visit to the White House, a venue it has never graced before, and McGregor has already positioned himself as the central figure of what promises to be a historic fight card on the world's most powerful stage.
Conor, Hamza, this is Conor. Brother, Conor is too old, bro. He's finished. Salam alaikum.
Despite fervent online speculation regarding a potential Conor McGregor versus Jorge Masvidal bout, UFC President Dana White remains unconvinced. White has explicitly stated his detachment from MMA rumors, emphasizing that he does not take online chatter seriously. This stands in stark contrast to social media's portrayal of the matchup as a major twist for the upcoming White House card. White's dismissive response suggests that not every popular fan theory translates into reality, even as the audience debates replacements and ideal scenarios.
I'm sure you've heard the new talk is that Conor McGregor, Jorge Masvidal could be a potential.
No,
What's your thoughts? Oh, you haven't heard this?
No.
This is the biggest thing on social media now. Everyone's talking, yeah, that Chandler's out and Masvidal's in, and it's Conor and Masvidal.
You know what's funny? So in my algorithm on Instagram, I have nothing MMA.
Right?
Literally nothing MMA pops
Oh,
up.
mine's
in my
politics.
algorithm.
That's my.
Yeah, mine's definitely. There's some politics, but yeah, I don't listen to any of the goofy.
No.
That goes no.
Is that considered goofy?
That's goofy shit. Yeah, the MMA world, I don't listen to any of that. So literally none of that is on.
The UFC, however, has dedicated months to meticulous planning with the White House, orchestrating every detail of the production. Dana White himself has dubbed the White House card a truly unparalleled occasion. He revealed that the team has generated remarkably precise visual renderings of the entire property, meticulously considering elements ranging from the ground's layout to the nuanced impact of lighting on seating arrangements and overall ambiance. For White, this extraordinary level of preparation underscores that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to craft an unforgettable event rather than just another show.
This camp is some hell of a camp, boys. It's gonna be one hell of a camp. And I get seriously fucking way better this camp. Camp 100%. This is, yeah? We're going in here 100%. I'm going into this fight 100% Conor McGregor, not 92. 100% Conor McGregor. So it has to be really meticulous. We were right there with the last one. As a unit, we do it. Let's go, let's go. Am I throwing rockets? These are missiles, yeah. These are fucking missiles. Keep calm and wallop.
McGregor speaks of training with intense purpose, framing his potential comeback not just as a fight, but as a definitive statement. Given the intensity of his preparation, it begs the question, have some of his initial demands been met? The identity of his potential opponent remains a subject of ongoing discussion. Let's delve into how this highly anticipated fight is currently shaping up.
And as I say, when you look at Jorge Masvidal and the career that he's had, and then you remember Jorge Masvidal has been a massive supporter of Donald Trump. I think he's spoken publicly at rallies for Donald Trump as well. So he's certainly in the good graces of the Trump family, right? And they're the kind of people that they're going to want at the White House. Conor McGregor versus Jorge Masvidal. That'll be a sensational matchup. Michael Chandler, of course, losing to Paddy Pimblett the way that he did. And then, of course, when you look at the majority of fights that he's lost, okay, it doesn't really put him in too good of a standing.
Furthermore, Bisping asserted that if McGregor commits fully to his training, it's entirely plausible he could regain the peak form that established him as a UFC phenomenon. He recounted McGregor's legendary ascent, including his title victory over Eddie Alvarez and the iconic one-punch knockout of Jose Aldo. Feats underscored by his signature swagger, sharp wit, and unshakable confidence that propelled him to become the sport's biggest star. Years away from the octagon, a broken leg and extended time off have not necessarily diminished that innate talent. With renewed focus and discipline, a return to that formidable peak remains a distinct possibility.
So yesterday, my team, they put together, we come up with a whole plan for production, how it's going to work. My head of production, Craig Borsari, has been working with the White House, for a couple months now. And they build this video rendering of like every tree that's on the property and all this stuff. It's exactly the way it is. We can literally, the sun, how the sun will hit the seats at certain times, what it'll look like when it's dark. Crazy. This is going to be so badass.
Yeah.
It is. And it's a one of one in our lifetime to be able to do.
Shifting to the potential contenders, Michael Bisping has championed Jorge Masvidal's long-standing career and his unwavering public support for Donald Trump, which has consistently kept him in the political spotlight. Bisping highlighted Masvidal's frequent visibility at rallies and within Trump's inner circle, positioning him as a natural and fitting choice for an event connected to the White House. From Bisping's perspective, a McGregor versus Masvidal clash would undoubtedly be an explosive, headline-generating spectacle.
He don't like that fight. You're talking about everybody else but me, because he knows I'll snipe his ass quick. That little lucky left shit he does ain't gonna work with me, a premium striker, brother. I'm gonna see that shit a mile away and slap him in the face. So I don't think Chris Brandon ever would have been good. I'm gonna beat the fucking dog shit out of him, straight up stand-up style.
Are you surprised?
None of that grappling. I'm just gonna get in your face, knee your ribs, elbow your fucking face. It's gonna be a fight, man.
Are you surprised, Jorge, that he's moving on, Dana White is, from the Chandler fight? Because it's been like 2.5 years in the making. They were supposed to fight 2 summers ago. Like, are you surprised that he was that dismissive of it in that interview?
I mean, Chandler's a big name in the sport. He's a huge name and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know how close it was to begin with to being on the White House card. If that was all speculation from the start, or at one point the UFC did want that fight. I don't know all these things. It's just, I know that they have a very in-depth team, that they have a guy that counts comments when somebody gets a picture. They have another guy that's looking at just the algorithm. They have an in-depth team of who's going to make the biggest noise possible. And I'm sure they run it through that team and they're going to decide, If you ask me, obviously it should be me.
Conversely, Chael Sonnen revealed some insider information regarding the rumored White House fight, disclosing that the initial plan involved McGregor facing Justin Gaethje. Sonnen stressed that this was not mere speculation. He explained that McGregor has no interest in competing at 155 pounds, citing multiple reasons beyond just the weight itself. According to Sonnen, the former champion is unwilling to make concessions for that division, rendering any fight at 155 pounds unequivocally off the table.
This is not speculation. I'm going to share inside information with you, but the plan, right? Everything's a little loose, but the plan, the operating plan was that Conor McGregor at the White House would fight Justin Gaethje. So it was also a belief. One thing Conor does not want to do, and again, this is not speculation. protecting my source, but telling you, giving you some real information here, accurate. One thing Conor does not want to do is go down to 155 pounds. And he doesn't want to do it for a number of reasons, and none of which bigger than just going, why? What for? Like, that's not what this is about. It doesn't matter what this weight class is. Okay. And I'm very confident in telling you that Conor will not go down.
Sonnen clarified that despite McGregor's reluctance to drop to 155, a McGregor-Gaethje fight technically remains a possibility, though he questioned the wisdom of McGregor stepping into a title bout at that weight class. Sonnen reiterated that McGregor has no intention of making that weight, yet the promotion continues to push the idea. He underscored the patience of fans who were promised a specific matchup, suggesting that once all options are thoroughly considered, the momentum could shift back toward the fight the audience has truly been anticipating.
As of right here, right now, Gaethje McGregor is still on the table. And I think that should be pulled. I do not believe that Conor should walk into a title fight, but moreover, I will tell you, and Conor will too, he's not going to 155. Now, the promotion does not yet have that through their head. They are still pushing for Conor and 155. This is all extremely accurate information. So, I think there's a lot of options for McGregor. I really think that if it's not him versus Chandler, it should be. We really should look at that. We fans were promised a certain fight. We fans have been pretty damn patient. And I don't know that side was considered. And I think that when that side does get considered, that it's going to lean us.
Ali Abdelaziz also weighed in on the prospect of a grudge match between Justin Gaethje and Conor McGregor at the White House on June 14th, coinciding with America's 250th birthday. While acknowledging McGregor's past brilliance, Abdelaziz asserted that Gaethje operates at an entirely different caliber today. Noting that both fighters are of similar age, Abdelaziz lightheartedly suggested keeping the fight clean for the White House setting, but unequivocally stated that if it were to happen, it would be an explosive collision between two elite strikers in the prime of their careers. That concludes our segment for today, and we trust you found it enjoyable. Please share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe to our channel for more UFC news.